Mary Jane Watson is an unstable, abusive gaslighter of the highest order. And today we're not only going to explain how and why, we're also going to get to Peter Parker's true love interest that was taken and overshadowed because of her demonic indecency. I don't normally make videos like this, so I just want to make it clear to everyone, in case this video gets clipped and put somewhere, in case people start to think, who is this psychotic incel dressed like a gimp talking about female characters? I want to make something very clear. I love women. My fans know this. Lana Lang, Kate Beckinsale, Ana de Armas. I think these women should be president. All right, I truly do. But sometimes we have to speak the truth. There are some problematic female characters, and I never shy away from talking about them. I think Felicity and Iris West should be hit by a truck. However, Mary Jane Watson could be potentially the worst of all of them, and we need to speak about it. There's a good chance this video gets demonetized. All right? So remember me as I am, a man speaking the truth. Only one question remains for me. Is Mary Jane a sociopath? I don't think so. I think she's a habitual serial narcissist of the highest order, of the 10th degree. She's a siren. Siren, the beautiful, voluptuous monsters that reel you in and then break you in half. Every man's worst fear. That is what she is on an emotional and spiritual level. Now, I get it. I understand that characters need romantic tension to build up. You need a back and forth. You need drama. I understand this completely. It's what makes good TV and movies. However, there's a difference between the Mr. and Mrs. Smith tension that's fun to watch and like the Lana Lang and Clark Kent where it's just two pretty people who are bickering back and forth and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with melodrama for seasons upon seasons upon seasons without any end in sight. That's what Mary Jane and Peter Parker remind me of. I get it. Mary Jane Watson has never had a good adaptation on the live screen. A lot of people have hated this about the way she's been adapted in video games, movie, whatever it might be. But this woman goes from damsel in distress, screaming half the time, to a demon. That's what she is. Now, we have to address this about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. I love these movies to death, but they have an asshole character problem. Almost every character I see, besides Aunt May, is a douchebag. Starting from the bus driver who's laughing at Peter while he's running for the bus. What is this? You'd get fired immediately for doing something like that, bro. Harry, knowing his best friend is in love with MJ, but he still goes out with her without telling Harry. And then when Harry sees them, only then does he tell him about it. You got Peter, who's not only an asshole to his uncle, just pure assholeness, all right? But he tries to take Harry's girlfriend from him. Tries to take MJ knowing that Harry's with her. What? This is some snake shit, okay? Why was this normalized so much in the 2000s? I know. Besides that and 30-year-olds playing high schoolers. Norman Osborn seems to be like the coolest dude. Before Norman Osborn becomes evil, he seems like the nicest guy out of the entire cast of characters in this. But MJ, this woman's a problem. She's at the center of everything wrong with the character work in the Spider-Man movies. I love the Spider-Man movies, and I'll defend Spider-Man 3 till my deathbed. She was my childhood crush. She's the reason I love redheads. Every time I see a redhead, I know I'm feeling the way I do for this redhead because of Mary Jane Watson. To this day, I will die on this hill. Rihanna's best look was when she had red hair. This woman was a goddess. She still is, but Rihanna with red hair is goated. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. But the problem is Mary Jane's personality shit. It's shit. She's unstable. She's like radioactive. She's radioactive uranium gone rogue. Let's look at Spider-Man's girlfriends throughout the years, yeah? Gwen Stacy, perfect chemistry between her and Andrew Garfield. They have drama, but it's thwarted. The melodrama of it is thwarted because they have such good chemistry, right? Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire have no chemistry together. I never saw it. From day one, I was like, these two they're not right. So when I grew up, I just started realizing something doesn't sit right about them. Say what you want about Zendaya's MJ. A lot of people don't like her. All I'll say is this. She's as supportive of Tom Holland's Peter as possible. In Spider-Man No Way Home, she's defending this man every 3 seconds. She's not trying to backtrack him or cause drama or manipulate him or gaslight him or any of that shit. She's just a normal, supportive girlfriend. That's what you need. This woman, she despises Peter Parker and Spider-Man. And a lot of people will be like, what the hell? What are you talking about? How does she despise the man she loves? We're gonna get to it, all right? We need to get to the character flaws, right? This woman cheats on every boyfriend she's with in every movie. Did you know this? She's cheating on all of them. Let's start with Harry. My guy, Harry Osborn. Guess what? While they're together, she's making out with Spider-Man. Ooh, the popular, sexy superhero swinging around the city. She's making out with this dude in the rain while she's still with Harry. What the fuck? Her treatment of Harry is shite, by the way. I don't know if they've been broken up at this point. I think they probably were. I think they got into a fight after the Norman Osborn Thanksgiving debacle. But regardless, you're making out with Peter at the funeral of your ex-boyfriend's father? Norman Osborn just died. You're kissing him up while Harry's there at Harry's dad's funeral? This is some snake shit, man. This is disrespect of the highest order. My boy, Elijah Michelson, Daniel Gillies gets done so dirty. They're engaged, for God's sakes, and she's hooking up with Peter at hot coffee shops trying to kiss him, flirting with him every 2 seconds. She's still engaged to Daniel Gillies, Elijah Michelson himself, and she's at coffee shops trying to bang Peter, trying to seduce him, for God's sakes. This shot is insane, by the way. At the wedding, she runs away from the wedding to go to Peter's embrace, to Peter's arms, mid-wedding. She has not broken up with him. She said yes, by all means. Everyone thinks this wedding's gonna happen, and then she doesn't show up. She runs to Peter's apartment, for fuck's sake. This is some really sus, problematic flaws. This is a cheater of the highest order. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. How did Peter not see this as the biggest red flag of all time? Bro, you're about to get married and you're here. What the fuck? I feel so bad for this dude. This dude is just like a regular dude. He's a Chad, and she does this to him, man. What the fuck? What is this? Spider-Man 3. She's making out with Harry while she's with Peter. Now, I understand. Peter was fucking around with Gwen Stacy. He gave her one kiss in front of everyone. Shouldn't have done that. Peter is a dumb fuck in Spider-Man 3. He's written like an idiot and a moron and an asshole before the symbiote even comes on him. He's an idiot in this film. Oh, just go get back up on the horse and... No, he's stupid. He's complacent in this film. He's written like an idiot. I don't really like the way a lot of these characters are written in these movies. But that's what he is. So, can we blame her for wanting to cheat with Harry because she feels vulnerable? Yes, I still can. Because why? It shows a pattern of behavior with her. When the going gets tough, she leaves, she cheats. She is unstable as a lover. Gaslighter. This is something that's even more prominent than the cheating. This woman, keep in mind, she deep down knows he's Spider-Man after they kiss at the funeral. When she kisses him, she has a realization. This is very familiar to me when I kissed Spider-Man in the rain. She knows deep down he's Spider-Man. It hasn't been fully confirmed to her until Spider-Man 2, but she knows it deep down. Keep this in mind, y'all. This is so important. Peter missing her play is like the equivalent of a nuclear bomb dropping on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's the consequences of it. She goes off on this man and they're not even dating. They're not even dating at this point, and she still goes crazy on this man for missing her plays. What the fuck? She wants him to see her play so badly. She needs his validation. Outside of the house, she's like feeling him up and shit. Blue balling the fuck out of him. She knows he wants her so badly. And then what does she do after? Oh, by the way, I'm seeing someone now. And it's kind of serious. What? What is this? What is it? She makes him feel guilty about not wanting to be with her, so she feels him up and then she tells him, oh, I'm seeing someone right now. She's making him feel like shit, systematically breaking him down in Spider-Man 2. When he leaves the job of Spider-Man, when he throws his mask into the dumpster, he sees her plays, he starts committing, he starts talking to her. Now she is with another man at this point. Peter should not have done this, but he's desperate at this point because he thinks this is my time to get her back, right? She makes him feel bad for it. She tells him, no, we can't be together. Then she's giving this dude looks while she's walking down the stairs, announcing the engagement with her new fiance. She's giving Peter looks. She's constantly looking at Peter, constantly giving him looks like, oh yeah, you can't have me. And then Peter comes at her in one of the cringiest scenes I've ever seen in my life. He starts trying to recite the poetry. Day by day, he sided with passion. Day by day. Bro, I don't know how they wrote this scene. Goated though. She makes him look like a fool at the party, man. She says stuff like, I can't keep loving you or some shit. Like, it's so weird. Why are you saying this to this man at the party where your fiance is at, bro? She makes him feel bad about not being with her. That's the problem. She gaslights him continuously. And guess what she does now? She tries to kiss up Daniel Gillies and she realizes, oh, this is not the same as kissing Spider-Man. Why? She doesn't know that's Peter Spider-Man. right? If you don't know why that Peter's Spider-Man, why are you kissing Dan and Gillies up while trying to get reminiscence of kissing Spider-Man, even though you have feelings for Peter? She knows deep down Peter is Spider-Man, y'all. And she does this, and when she realizes, oh, it's not the same, she goes on a fucking coffee date with Peter and makes him feel bad about not being with her yet again. He says, she says, do you love me? He says, no. The right thing to do, that he should say, when, granted, she has a fiance at the time, this is what Peter should do. He should say, no, I don't love you. She's like, kiss me then if you don't love me. This chick is like a emotional dominatrix. She plays games with everyone until she's satisfied, and she's never satisfied. This is the thing with MJ. She's never truly satisfied. No matter, she'll get the Spider-Man, she'll get the Peter. Something's always wrong, and we're going to get to the extent of that. In Spider-Man 3, they're together. This woman is mad at Peter for being more popular than her. She gets envious of Spider-Man because people aren't paying attention to her plays, and she's walking out and seeing crowds cheering for Spider-Man. She's starting feeling insecure about her own career, so she projects it on Peter as if it's his fault and he's not supporting her, for fuck's sake. And this happens before Peter does any of the dumb shit he does, like kissing Gwen or getting the symbiote and hooking up with Gwen. This is before any of that. She's already having these feelings prior to any of that, and she's projecting it on him. Don't you love me? You're not there for me. It's the same shit. She's never satisfied, y'all, because it all is about her. It's always been about her from the get-go. She's a clout demon. Let's get into this. She dates the most popular dude in school, the jock, right? Flash. Breaks up with him, goes for the millionaire playboy son. Then she goes for the popular, clouded up superhero that is a badass and everyone wants to know, Spider-Man. Kisses him while she's with Harry, for fuck's sake. Now, she gives in to her feelings for Peter, the nerd, right? This is the one thing where I can give her some credit, because she finally, it wasn't about clout for her this time, it was about, Peter cares for me and he sees me. Granted, it's all about her because her selfish need for validation, but still, she goes for Peter. This isn't about clout, all right? Understand this. Peter leaves her. That's on him. So she hooks up with this dude, the famous astronaut, you know, the clouded up astronaut that all the girls want, right? It's a status climb for her. Keep this in mind. Now, she doesn't actually like any of the people she's with for status. That's the issue, right? She got with Harry, she never liked him. You could tell from the get-go she never liked him. She got with this dude, she doesn't really like him. She likes Peter, right? But she still doesn't, when she's with this dude, she doesn't leave him for Peter yet. She only leaves him for Peter on their marriage day when she finds out Peter is 100% confirmed to be Spider-Man, the superhero god of New York. She runs to him when she realizes this. This woman wants the highest status man in the room. She's a succubus of Satan. And it's all about her. It's what she wants. It's what she thinks will make her happy and accept herself. It all stems from her childhood abuse. Her dad, she has a twisted relationship with her father, and that makes her feel guilt inside. It makes her feel worthless inside. So she needs an external sense of validation. Why? Because she hates herself. And what happens when she hates herself? She projects that hatred onto her lover, Peter, or Spider-Man, both and it comes out via envy or insecurity or whatnot. She's never fulfilled because there's a problem seated within her that Peter cannot solve. This is also part on Peter. He never loved her. He spent most of his years loving her from afar next door, fantasizing the idea of her. The idea of her is what he loved, not her. When he got with her, he gets with her thinking he's in love with her because this is the girl he's always had a crush on. When they're actually together, Peter starts becoming complacent. He doesn't even show that much interest in her in Spider-Man 3, but yet he's proposing because he thinks it's the right thing to do. In his mind, he's propped her up all these years to be this person. He's never really loved her, and she only loves herself. She only wants to love herself despite hating herself, so she needs validation to feed herself or feed her ego, for fuck's sake. So here's the thing. What if she did marry this dude and never got with Peter at the end? What if all this could be fixed by just not having her and Peter get together? You think Peter would be depressed, but he wouldn't be out of options, for fuck's sake. I mean, look at all the women around him. You got Betty at the Daily Bugle. I swear to God, I would risk it all for her. If this woman was looking at me like this, it'd be over. I'd have a kid with her every single year. It'd be a baby factory. We'd never leave the bedroom. Betty also is played by Angourie Rice in Tom Holland's Spider-Man trilogy. There is a deleted clip between these two having an interview from No Way Home when his identity is revealed. These two have more chemistry than him and Zendaya. In this 20-second clip alone, they should have gotten together. The problem is they fucking put her with Ned. I get it, it's a funny little stupid couple thing. I wish they hadn't done that. Peter and her deserve to be together. Gwen Stacy, I like her too. I like Bryce Dallas Howard as Gwen Stacy. I like her a lot. I think she has a much better personality, more likable personality than MJ. I think she'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. I like her a lot. But for me, there's only one true Gwen Stacy, and I don't want to fuck around with that. So now, there is the real soulmate. Here's how Spider-Man 3 should have ended. It shouldn't have ended with them getting back together. After Harry died, that's it, y'all. He should have called it wraps. You cannot be together after what has just occurred. After all the pain and suffering you've caused each other. You and Harry fought over this woman, for God's sakes. You need to respect his honor, respect his memory by not being with her. So it should have ended with Peter telling her, we're not compatible. We just can't do it. We caused each other too much pain. It's better that we're not together. Boom. 1 year later, maybe Peter's jerking off in his apartment or somewhere. I don't know. Peter's not feeling the greatest. He looks next door. And he sees the girl that he should have been with the whole time. Ursula, whatever her name is. Ursula, the daughter of the landlord. He sees her and he's like, you know what, man? Fuck this. What have I been doing this whole time? Been worrying about this redhead chick? He asks her out. He's like, yo, let's grab a cup of coffee sometime. And she overjoyfully says yes. And they start their life together. That is the true couple. Imagine these two hooking up in his room and her father comes in and he sees them and he stumbles back. He's, oh shit, and runs. That's the greatest scene of all time right there. I get it. For Peter, she can't compare to Prime MJ, the popular girl who Peter's always had a crush on, right? She's not that archetype. She could be, you know, when the ugly girl turns pretty. I don't even want to say that because she's not ugly. That's not what she is. This could be a moment of growth for Peter. He can stop doing this infantilization, fantasizing, romanticizing an image of a girl that he thinks he'll love. And he can actually allow himself to be with a girl who he knows can make him happy and that he can really love. That's the arc for Peter. That's such a better arc. And I get it. Ursula can't be like Prime MJ. She can be LeBron. It's a bad joke. All right. MJ fans are going to kill me in the comment section. I already know this. But look at her. She could be as pretty as Peter. Listen, Peter's always been into MJ. He's into the hot chicks, right? She can be hot? Of course she can. She might not be as conventionally popular, attractive as MJ, but she's freaking gorgeous. Peter should have hooked up with her. That's the real couple. I know that Peter would be so happy with her. Fuck MJ. Let her cry about it. Let her go after some other high status man and never be happy. I wish her Mary Jane happiness. She's just not good for Peter. And Peter's not good for her, quite frankly, all right? Those are my thoughts on MJ. If you want to know how they should have fixed Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man with that third movie, that delving into why he stopped pulling his punches, Sony, get fucked. Watch this video here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movie theories with like-minded individuals in a community geared towards changing storytelling itself, join the free Discord now. The link is in the description below and probably in the comment section too. Join the Discord now. We're taking over Hollywood one Coke line at a time. See you on the other side.